Oriessa ere horumma ai se. Resurren tatariata I shura. O kanata si anti e tori edi. On I an adora so ora chiese. A powerful message since last night has been coming in. Soriki ashuantai. Anrutur surientia shurantai. The ending of so many cycles is beginning to take place. Many of us who were given the torch of bearing the weight of that ancestral trauma through all of our bloodlines, through all the multiple different bloodlines from all around the world, especially those who have taken on bloodlines where there are multiple forms of indigenous people, many different indigenous knowledges, lineages in these vessels, these current vessels, in this current space. I have taken to the task of clearing out ancestral trauma, generational trauma, and as a result, it's been on multiple levels, through multiple lines, generations, lands, cultures, races, making for quite a journey that was not always easy, but was a part of the experience that was chosen as we embodied these physical vessels during this time of significant earthly change, worldly change. But now, as the wheels turn and the last pin is coming out, the cycle is ending, unfurling. We can now begin to step out of the cycle of clearing the ancestral trauma. For we have now come to a point of this journey where we do not have to bear the weight of the burdens of our ancestors anymore. That was part of the work of working through this cycle, coming to the place of sovereignty, of understanding the truest form of self, the truth of the heart, and realizing that in our sovereignty, we do not have to bear the weight of anyone's burdens, even if it is in our blood. That was a big part of working through the trauma, realizing we can take that weight off of our shoulders, set it down, step out of the cycle, and let it unfurl. Step out of the wheel. We no longer have to be a part of it any longer. For the truest form of ourselves is the full, complete, sovereign expression of who we are. And that in itself is the full expression of our ancestors, all that they have worked for. To fully express themselves without judgment, without fear, without feeling they have to bend to the wills of others. So the work has been done. And as we set aside this weight and let it fall from our shoulders, from our bodies, from our bloodlines, we are now open to the option of the gifts that these bloodlines contain. So many gifts contained within our very genetics of intuition, knowledge, courage, strength, truth, the warrior, wisdom, connection to heart, to spirit, to the earth, to the realms, to the cosmos, to all that is. The gift of sight, foresight, the gift of all the sights, of all the clairs, and more. If you so choose, you can accept these gifts at any time. They were always there. Many of them already being expressed quite vividly, viscerally, and just being who we are, and just having our gifts. We've had them all along. But in setting aside this weight, there is a deepening of the gifts of the knowledge of the indigenous people of the earth. The knowledge that was long forgotten, erased, or twisted. We are now at the point where we can accept these gifts fully in their entirety and allow them to come through us, through this expression of self in its truest form of ourself. We don't have to carry it any specific way. We don't have to carry it at all. We just allow it to flow, express. For this is not weighted. This is enlightening, empowering, heart opening. We are all our ancestors have worked to become full sovereign beings, able to express ourselves freely. but also with the wisdom and knowledge of balance, of the warrior and of the sage, of the warrior and the wise one. There is a freedom in both. A freedom in knowing when to be still, calm, gentle, connected. And also knowing how to stand up for oneself and integrity and honor and courage. Knowing that there's a sacredness in that as well. Both having the shared connection of the connection to heart, to spirit, to self, there's a sacredness in standing up for oneself, and also a sacredness in knowing when to be calm and observant. In the face of others' projections. Coming to a balance, an equilibrium. Of these great forces. Yatori antu ante a surkia ta ita anta inkinte onria kita ya tinkian turka atu nortu shantari yarantai eku asa te yatin tursa. Go now. Go forward. Spiritual warrior. Everything you do now, literally, is changing the very fabric of this reality. This is part of serving as the bridge. Understanding that we are bringing into this realm and to this very existence the knowledge of spirit into the body, into our lived lives, which then ripple out to those around us just by simply being the truth of who you are in your fullest expression that you have come here to be. This is how we change the dynamics of this planet, of this earthly realm. Bringing the roots deep. so your branches, leaves, and flowers may reach higher and stronger and sturdier. The more we connect to this energy and root this energy into the earth, the more we connect with all that is upon this planet, to the trees and their roots and the mycelium networks and all of the expressions of this earthly existence, which all contain the wisdoms of all things past, present, and future, of all things in many ways. Be balanced like a tree. Let your heart guide you. Your roots ground you. And your foliage grow wildly but beautifully. Free.